Well, the holiday shopping season kicks off tomorrow, and for a lot of people, with Black Friday deals followed closely by Cyber Monday. However, the pandemic has changed how many people not only buy their gifts, but also which businesses they want to support. And joining us to talk more about this is Suzana Colic from Accenture Canada. Suzana, let's start with this. I mean, we all know the pandemic has impacted so many people financially. What's your expectation when it comes to holiday spending this year? Are people being tighter with their wallets or no?
While there's going to certainly be still some consumers who are tighter with their wallet, overall, there's going to be an increase year over year around what consumers are willing to spend this year. In fact, we're seeing that the average consumer is going to be spending about $100 more over this holiday season. So you can see most consumers opening their wallets.
So you talked about spending $100 more. Where is that money being spent? You know, we see these big Black Friday deals, the Cyber Monday deals, they've becoming really popular. But then you look at, okay, where we are in Ontario, and compared to last year, the stores, the retail stores, they're now opening capacity limits. People don't just need to do curbside pickup. Is that going to affect where people spend their money? Or are they saying, you know what, I'm at the laptop, I'm comfy in my sweatpants, I'm going to be buying on Cyber Monday online?
Well, two things there. So number one, consumers are actually really excited about getting back in stores this year. In fact, we're seeing close to 60% of consumers looking to buy a predominant number of their gifts in store in things like gift cards, clothing. They're going to be top of mind this upcoming holiday season. And you also mentioned Cyber Monday. So while consumers are really excited about Cyber Monday, we're actually recognizing that these really big retail events like Black Friday and Cyber Monday just don't have the same enthusiasm as they did in previous years. We're noticing a decreasing trend year over year.
What's your take with what we're seeing in British Columbia? I mean, we know that there are severe shipping delays due to the situation out in BC. And so is that on the minds of consumers, and is that affecting how early they plan to do their shopping this year? I mean, some people, obviously, they're always going to wait till the last minute. But are more people saying, you know what, I want my gift by the 25th for my family, and so I need to start shopping now near the end of December to make sure that happens?
Well, you're spot on. So it did change consumer behavior. So we're both seeing consumers who have shopped much earlier in the year. So a lot of consumers actually started shopping in September. But to your point, a lot of consumers are planning on shopping well into December. In fact, a majority have suggested they're going to be shopping last minute to make sure that they can get that perfect gift, because shipping delays is definitely on people's minds. But we've also noticed from our research that consumers, more so this year versus last year, are looking to buy local. So people are looking at locally sourced and local retailers versus some of those global retailers to ensure that they get those gifts that they're looking for.
So let me follow up on that local aspect then. What is it about the local products that people want? Is it how things are packaged? Is it if it's a BIPOC business owner? I mean, what's sticking out and what's motivating people's buying habits?
I think a combination of things. So number one, it's going to help ensure that they get their products because they're locally sourced. Number two, consumers are definitely interested this year in supporting BIPOC retailers and manufacturers. And further to that, they're actually looking to support this holiday season with more sustainability. So by buying locally, they'll be contributing less to the carbon footprint, because sustainability and responsibility seem to be at the center of people's shopping habits this year.
Well, let's bring in Meg Marshall to this conversation. She's the BIA manager for Ossington, Blurdale Village, and Queen Street West. Meg, I mean, at this time last year, you don't need to tell many people, much of the province was shutting down due to COVID, and we saw the impact it had on businesses during the holiday season. So when you take that into account, what are you hearing from business owners in terms of what's at stake for them this year?
A lot of them are definitely feeling that it's an exciting time again to reconnect with their customers. A lot of them have had to go the online route, but a lot of them are also starting to see traffic pick up in store. There is a big push for supporting local, and in the background here I have Bag of Toronto, which is a program that all of my BIAs have been connected with, and this afternoon I was just out picking up a lot of the local products. It's a program where you buy a bag of a neighborhood, and we have got 3 Saturdays in a row where we're delivering the products directly to people's houses, so people can feel good about supporting a neighborhood, getting a taste of it, and then can go back at a later date to support.
I want to ask you about that a little more because I'll tell you, I've started my holiday shopping and I bought a gift for my sister and they said, okay, it's $100. Then I find out today that I need to pay duty charges because it's coming from the States. So now my $100 dress is now $150, $160. And I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe I should have bought local, and that would have been not only a more economical way, but it also would have helped local businesses. So what do you say to those people that maybe say, you know what, it's not easy to shop local? What's your answer to that?
I think people just have to open up their eyes a little bit more and take the time to just find out what their local retailers actually offer. The customer service level is often a lot higher when you shop locally because you can ask questions, you can go in and touch and feel the product, or the sales representative might be able to actually recommend something that's better suited to you than what you thought you were originally going to purchase. So you also get that human element by going into the shop and speaking with someone. There's also so many amazing stories behind what has led someone to the business that they have. I've done some neighborhood publications and just am so connected and re-inspired by a lot of these business owners that have been resilient today and even just getting to the point of having a successful business.
You know, people want to shop local, and then, as you mentioned, the stories that connects them to the product. And so there's been a greater push. And I mentioned earlier about BIPOC business owners, for example. What are you hearing from these business owners in terms of what it means to them for people shopping local, and then also the impact that it has on them for them and their families?
Every little bit counts. And there's this mantra that I've seen circulated that when you buy from a local business, an actual person does a happy dance. And you know what, whether it's BIPOC or whether it's the small neighborhood store that might be a BIPOC owner or not, everyone is super excited and every sale matters. And I think it's really important that we've taken on such a stronger celebration of our BIPOC businesses in every neighborhood, because I certainly have, and in all of the work that I do, I try to make sure that I give voice and space to all of these businesses.
Is there a fear at all that, you know, because the capacity restrictions in malls is now easier, people don't need to do curbside pickup, that they might try to trend towards the big box retailers as opposed to going local? Or are you confident to say people, they're going to find a unique enough product that they'll make that extra effort?
I hope people take the time and will go and explore their neighborhoods and, you know, not just jump to online, or if you are going to shop online from a local retailer. The Mayor Tory was talking about pushing gift cards. Buy a local gift card to one of your favorite shops, because maybe you don't see something today or tomorrow, but in a month or two, they might have some amazing new product in that you can go back and support. So you're giving money to them now by buying that gift card. So there's creative ways to be supportive today, tomorrow, and always.
All right. Well, Suzana Colic and Meg Marshall, we appreciate both of your time. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.